FlossTube, how are you? This is Colleen from Rebel Stitcher Designs, and this is FlossTube number 117. Excuse me, I have not filmed a FlossTube. I looked back since July 30th, so I have a ton of stuff I'm probably going to be forgetting, but I will do my best to get you caught up with everything that has been happening in my little corner of the universe. But most importantly, I have to show you something. Finley, my handsome assistant, turned 1 yesterday. So this boy is 1 year old. He has a bone over here he wants to get to. But happy birthday, Finley. Okay, the other thing that is most important that I need to point out is my hat right here. Not only is hiding my bed head, but it's also to brag that my favorite WNBA team, the New York Liberty, won their championship. It was the first time ever for the league. They have come close many, many times and never quite clinched the deal. And this team won. I used to be season ticket holders to the Liberty back in the day, I think in like 98 to 2000, somewhere around there. Early on in the league, and when I lived in New Jersey in my younger days. And so I have been watching the WNBA all season and have been loving all the excitement and the attention that the league has been getting recently. And my team won, yay, so go sports. Women's basketball is the only sport that I follow. All other sports, my eyes kind of roll back into my head, but women's basketball, I could talk about hours, 4 hours to you about. I have a list of notes over here because I know I'm going to forget things. So let's see. I'm going to just work down my list. Sorry, this might be a boring one. I have 2 new releases that came out for winter. Let me show you those. Let's see. The first one is called Snowy Friends, and this is what the chart looks like. And here is the model. I am very much inspired by vintage decorations, vintage Halloween, vintage Christmas. So this sweet little snowman with legs, because I love a snowman with legs, and his 2 bunny forest woodland friends. So this is the first one. Let me give you the specifics here. He is 123 by 91 stitches. He is stitched on 28 count robin's egg by Fiber on a Whim. I've used that fabric now on 3 models. It is a great color. I used it for something summery, and I've also now used it for wintry things. So if you're looking for a good blue, I can highly suggest Robin's Egg by Fiber on a Whim. And the floss is mainly Classic Colorworks and 2 DMC. But yeah, this huge thank you to Model Stitcher, Stephanie, who stitched this for me. She did an amazing job, and Jan, who finished this. So yeah, just got a sweet little candy cane kind of striping around the outside and a little holly border to kind of frame him in this little medallion. This was super fun to design. I hope you guys like it too. I did just add it this morning to my website. And Hoffman, I know, should have their copies. And so your LNS, your online needlework store, can certainly get it for you if you are putting in an order with somebody else. Or I also have the hard copies on my website. My second holiday release, or I should say winter release, because these aren't specific to any sort of holiday, just kind of winter themed, is called Holiday Beaver. I had a lot of fun designing this one. And this is what the model looks like. I think he is just stinking cute as hell. And let's face it, who doesn't need a holiday beaver? I mean, I know I enjoy a good holiday beaver. When I showed this to my wife, she's like, honey, do you realize what you're doing here? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, okay, I just didn't want you to be surprised that people might take it that way. So again, it's stitched on the same fabric, 28 count, robin's egg by Fiber on a Whim, 2 strands over 1. Oh no, sorry, 2 over 2. What am I saying? So Jan Calvert finished this beautifully into a sweet pillow, little buttons on the corner. So this little beaver has a scarf. He's chomping on a candy cane, and look at that tail. Very festive, and I love his little belly. So this is what my holiday beaver looks like. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. He is 104 by 66 stitches, and the beaver is a mix of DMC, Gentle Arts, and Classic Colorworks. So there's the beaver. And again, Hoffman has it, and let's see, he might fall over, but I'll put him there. Hoffman has it, and a lot of needlework shops should have it. And again, I added them to my website. So those are my 2 new releases for winter. I hope you guys, oh, and I don't know if I mentioned Jennifer Gorski was the model stitcher on the beaver. It was funny because she's a super fast model stitcher, but she does model stitching for a lot of other people. And I reached out to her and I was like, do you have time for a model? And she was asking like, well, how big is it? What is it? And I was like, well, would it sway you if it was a beaver? And so I sent it to her, and she's like, oh yeah, I'll stitch him. So those are my 2 new releases. I hope you guys like them. I had a lot of fun designing those. Let's see, I'm getting all the shop business stuff out of the way first, and then I'll show you what I've been stitching on. Since the last time I did a video, Cottage Garden Thread Club that comes out every other month was shipped. I can show you what that was, because everybody should have long gotten them. They usually come bundled up, but I just grabbed it to show you it. They didn't show you, but so you always get a sticker. So this is a little squirrel, and this was autumnal color themed, this mailing. So the first one is wheat. The second one was nutmeg. The third one was flax. And the last one was terracotta. So these are all great fall colors. So you always get 4 skeins of Cottage Garden floss, which is a premium cotton floss from Australia. That usually has a lot of really nice variegations. You can work right off the card. They're 10-meter skeins, so you get more bang for your buck. And a sticker. That's how I work it, and it ships every other month. I can add people to the Floss Club if you are interested. Send me an email. It's in the little drop down below, and I can get you on to the next mailing. Super fun. Every other month you get 4 skeins and a sticker sent to you. So that's it for those things. So then the other big event that happened was this past weekend. I hosted my retreat called Sweata Weatha Stitch Retreat. This was the 2nd year I've done it. It is hosted at the Hilton in Penn's Landing, Philadelphia. The hotel is right on the Delaware River. So the stitching room is just, the whole wall is a bank of windows with a view of the Delaware and the tall ships. And I mean, of all the, I've never been to a stitching retreat with a better view. It is absolutely stunning, and great light for stitching, although I do have power strips at every table, but still. Let me give you the scoop on all of that. Okay, so my hoodie is part of the Spirit Wear. I changed the logo this year. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. is to put the Frenchie in a sweater for sweater weather. But this was the retreat bag, the swag bag everybody got. And you can see the little Frenchie in a Halloween jack-o'-lantern sweater. So inside the bag, everybody got a couple goodies. Let me take everything out here. First, everybody got like a little jack-o'-lantern pumpkin little thing. I don't know. I figured maybe somebody could use this in finishing. Everybody got a Philly soft pretzel chart donated by Rittenhouse Needlework. They were a great needlework shop right in the heart of Philadelphia, and they really did a lot to help support me this year. So I appreciate them. Everybody got one of these charts. Everybody got a chart that I designed. This is called Witch Apothecary Labels. And this was a huge challenge to photograph these because they go around. So the first one is bone powder, and this actually has 2 skeletons and coffins. This is hemlock root, and this one is wool of bat. And everybody also got a little canister, or should have gotten a little canister that will work with finishing for that. So that was a giveaway in the swag bag. Everybody got a pair of these little scissors. I'm obsessed with these scissors. They're all I use. They're super sharp. They always work great, and they're inexpensive. If you lose them, you're not like, you know, the end of the world. Sorry, that was Finley dropping his bone. Everybody got like a vintage Halloween sticker. Everybody also got a coupon or a gift card for 15% off an order at Rittenhouse Needlepoint. So thank you again for that. I know a lot of people went over there. And I designed this needle minder to go with the retreat. Little Frenchie in his sweater. So I'm super excited about that. That's brand new. So far, just the retreat attendees have that, but eventually I will add it to my website. But right now it's just an exclusive for those that went to the retreat, but I will eventually move it on. I am trying to catch up with Hoffman. Started, I guess at Last Market, started carrying a good amount of my needle minders on their website, and I'm a little behind on purchase orders that they have put in for me to restock. So I want to get Hoffman cleared away first, and then I'll deal with that. So I've got a needle minder backlog at the moment. So that was the swag everybody got. Let's see. We had around 90 amazing stitchers that joined us for the retreat. The stitching room I already talked about, with the amazing view of the Delaware River. Let's see. We had an ugly sweater contest. Etta was the judge. First, second, and third prize got an ugly sweater, like medal, like a gold medal with a sweater on it, and some other prizes. And then we also had an honorable mention. Etta picked all the winners. We also had a Floss of Fortune game. I had a great idea for this. I think the concept was great. Maybe my execution was a little lacking. But basically everybody randomly drew and got random assortment of floss. So you got anywhere from DMC up to a hank of silk and overdyes and things in between that. All kinds of random different floss. So that was fun. That was something new I added this year. Saturday was pajama day. I try to keep the retreat super chill and relaxed and easygoing. There's no smalls exchange. There's no pre-stitching or anything for a retreat piece. I don't want to give anybody homework. I just want everybody to show up and relax and have fun. So Saturday we do, Finley, you walk through the baby gate, come around the other way. Sorry. in addition to Pajama Day, we also had a visit from Boris and Finley. Anybody that wanted to meet them could get their picture taken, get some snuggles from the boys, and this was all a fundraiser for Philly Paws. We donated to them also last year. It is an amazing no-kill animal shelter that also does a lot of outreach to low-income families to help them keep their pets and care for them. So more animals don't end up in the shelter. We raised that weekend about $1,200 with Stitcher's donations. We had calendars. I forgot to grab a calendar, but they're really adorable calendars that I'll insert a picture of it right here. So Philly Paws every year does a calendar that of dogs that they've saved and placed in adoption. And also Teresa from Jersey Girl Stitch Co. created these adorable pin sets with these glass pins. Bear with me, someone's getting into mischief. Sorry about that, Finley was getting into mischief. So anyway, I took the opportunity to grab the calendar, which is just absolutely adorable. We had these that were available. I do have extra copies if somebody would want one. The suggested donation was $20. And you can email me the little drop down box below if you'd like one. I'd be happy to send you a PayPal invoice, and everything that you donate is going to get directly added to our total for Philly Paws of our donation, and we will send it off. But anyway, I was talking about Teresa and Jersey Girl Stitch Co. She made these amazing pin sets. I don't know how well you can see them. They come with a floss card. Oh man, now he has a pencil. Maybe now you're getting a sense as to why I haven't made a floss tube since July. Anyway, Finley stole a pen. I had to take it from him. Okay, third time's a charm. Teresa from Jersey Girl Stitch Co. made these amazing pin sets and donated them. And we were asking for a $20 donation for up each pin set. They come with a floss drop and 2 pins, the cute little paw with a heart. And then, so this is a black and white dog. There is a red cat. There is a yellow cat. This dog, you see that? And, oh yeah, that's another one of the black and white dogs. So if also, in addition to the calendar, I do have a couple of these left. Not many, some styles, this is the only one I have left. But if you would like a pin set, please email me and I will send you a PayPal invoice and ship it out to you. And I think we were asking $20 per set. And again, 100% of it is going straight to the Philly Paws. Teresa or I are not keeping anything from that. And the only thing is, if I have to ship it to you, I'll just add a little shipping on top. So if you're interested, that would be great. Maybe we can get our total up to $1,500. And let's see. So that was the fundraiser portion of our retreat. We had trunk shows. Oh my goodness, did we have trunk shows? Oh, hey, Boris. Hi. We had trunk shows galore, amazing shopping options. Thank you to all the makers and designers who sent trunk shows to us. We had fabric and notions and floss drops and cross-stitch charts and project bags and just about anything you could imagine. Needle minders. We had it. Stickers, everything. So thank you to everybody who sent their items. I've got every trunk show mailed back except for one. I'm still waiting to confirm an address. And so thank you so much for all of that, for helping everybody have a fun shopping experience. And so many people gave me and my family sweet goodies at the retreat, but a lot of it is still packed up. I haven't unpacked everything. I my priority was to get the trunk shows inventoried, shipped back, and paid. So that has been my priority. So I'm not going to show you all the goodies that everybody had given me. Maybe I can do like include them in a future video when I get them all unpacked, but everybody was so kind and generous. And Etta was with me, my daughter, the whole weekend. Walker, my son, it was his homecoming weekend, and it was his homecoming weekend, so he couldn't stay. He did bring the dogs for the little meet and greet, and helped me unload. And Nicole, my sweet wife, came home from work, the business trip, like the day before, and had a stomach bug. So she popped in the first day to try to help, and then I sent her home. She was a mess. But thank you to all my friends that helped with setup and my family, and I really appreciate it. It is a lot of work to put on one of these retreats, especially when you're not associated with a shop or anything like that, and it's just one disorganized person doing it. So I appreciate all the generous help everybody offered, and hopefully everybody had fun. I'm going to include a little like video montage of photos from the retreat at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. And again, if you want to donate to Philly Paws, shoot me an email and I will happy to mail you a calendar or pin sets or whatever. And then let me show you, I still have to show you what I've been stitching and what I purchased at the retreat. So let me show you what I've been stitching on, and then I'll show you my purchases. Hey, Boris. Hey, I kind of need my lap for this. You want to say hi, Boris? Can you say hi? Boris got to meet his #1 fan, Sarah, from Memphis, Sarah E, if you watch her FlossTube. She has been a fan of Boris, even when he was back in his Boris the Bad era. He's in his Boris the Better era now. He's a good boy. He's mellowed out. He doesn't get into as much mischief. And so Sarah has always stuck up for him and always loved him. So she got to meet her buddy Boris, didn't you? You got to meet your #1 fan? Yeah. Anyway, okay, move over, little man. Okay, I don't have a ton of stitching to show you because, as you can see, I've been a little busy. But over the summer, this is how old it is, my dear friend Genevieve from Jasmine Custom Bags, it was her birthday and she did a stitch along, and I'm probably murdering the hashtag, but I think it was hashtag wish I lived there, Sal, I think. And so the premise was to pick a chart of a place that you would like to live. She picked Lord of the Rings full coverage Hobbit City thing, and stitched on that. Oh, I just lost my needle. And I'm trying not to start so many things. But I had this whip that it's called Scottish Quaker by Tempting Tangles. And I would love to finish this, and I wouldn't mind living in Scotland. Tweed and wool sweaters and plaid. I mean, chilly weather, that's my jam. So, and my family is Scottish. So this is what I worked on for Jen's birthday. I finished the ship. I worked on some of the water. I'm not even sure. It was so long ago what I worked on, but I think I mainly worked on the ship and the water for that. So, and this is by Tempting Tangles. Called Scottish Quaker, and it's I think on a 16 count. Picture this plus doubloon, maybe, I'm not sure. So housed in a Lindorny bag. So that was the one thing I kind of stitched on over the summer. The next one that I am working on, did I lose? I think I might have lost my needle on this one. Is I am stitching all of these Prairie Schoolers, and I'm trying to get them all on the same fabric. Here, let me take this out of here so I can show you. I've already completed one of them on the second one. They are these quarter sheet, they're not the full size sheet, and there's 4 of them that are all Halloween themed by Prairie Schooler. Hold on, let me pop this out of here. So I already did this one, which is Misfortune. Then I moved up to this one, which is called Double Double. And it's 2 witches at the cauldron there. And then I'm hoping to get the other 2 over here, so it's all in the same fabric. This is a 20 count fabric by Fortnite. And I'm stitching this with 1 strand. The black is Anchor Black, and the orange is just DMC that I pulled it. I don't think it's the called for. But so that's what I stitched on. I'd say more than halfway done with that. And it is nice, comfort, Halloween Prairie Schooler stitching. It's my sweet spot. So I do have that. It was funny, Hannah was at the retreat and she was stitching on that same exact piece. She was using Anchor Black, but she ran out. So I gave her the little clump that I had left. It was just enough for her to finish. So that was great. So now I gotta go find more Anchor Black in my tornado of an office over there to finish that. But I was glad I was able to help because she finished the piece at the retreat and it looked great. Okay, and then I do have a new start that I blame my friend Susie for, because she showed me this and like, how could I not start it? So this is the chart. I bought it. It's a PDF off her website, Yasmin Made with Love, and I believe it's called All Hallows Eve. It is 246 by 146 stitches. This is my start here. This is the upper left-hand corner. I mean, how could I not start this? It's a monochromatic Halloween Quaker. It just ticks all my boxes. And I just absolutely love that skull and crossbones there. I love this motif with the skulls and the jack-o'-lanterns. So I am working in this corner. I have this little part done, and then I started working this medallion kind of area here. This is on another, I think it's a Fortnite 20 count. I know it's 20 count. I think it's Fortnite because I was trying to use up their stuff. Since they are no longer in business, I can't use it for models because nobody will be matching it. So I try to use it for my personal stitching. So that's as far as I got. And that floss is from Cottage Garden Threads. Let me show you. They had done this special thing for World Embroidery Day, and this is the floss. It kind of goes from like purple to gray with a little bit of tan in it. So again, also if you aren't familiar with Cottage Garden Threads, you just untwist it when you get it. It looks like this. They're pre-cut, and you just pull from the left side the strands you want. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I'm actually marking off my chart, which I don't typically do. So I'm stitching like a big girl, and I'm loving it, and I can't wait to get back to it actually. So that was my new start since we last spoke, and I think I'm doing pretty good on it. Susie, my friend, is starting it. Any of you else want to join in and we can do a stitch along? Come up with a hashtag or something. But yeah, I love that design. So that was right up my alley. She really didn't have to twist my arm that hard to get me to start that. And then let me show you the items I purchased at the trunk show. My own personal shopping. I did pretty good. I didn't go too crazy because I certainly could have. The first, I bought this before I even put it out. Sorry, that's the perks, I guess, of having your own. When you're putting out the trunk shows, I pulled this. This is a Lynn Dorney, Lynn X Stitches Creates project bag. Do you see these little squirrels doing all these activities here? My kids had this book, and I don't remember what it was called. I want to say like The Secret Life of Squirrels or something like that. But it looked just like this. There was like live action, like real squirrels dressed up in clothes and doing different things. And the main character's name was Mr. Peanut. I do remember that. And Etta loved that book. And I've got a video of her reading it out loud when she was like really little. And it was so cute. And so I had to have this chart because it looked like Mr. Peanut. And so I showed Etta. I was like, did you see this bag I got? She goes, oh my God, it's Mr. Peanut. So thank you, Lynn. That was awesome. And so I bought some fabric and a couple charts. So let me show you what I got. The first thing I got from Barbie Petal Pusher is this Botanical Study number 2. It's a Venus fly trap. I am going to stitch this, and I'm going to get little like fly charms and stitch it in there. I think that would be so fun, and just attach like real little flies, like kind of to scale. So I had to get that. Etta, my daughter, has been really into bats lately, and she saw this one. Is also from Barbie Petal Pusher, and she was oohing and ahhing, so maybe I can get this done for her by Christmas. I doubt that, but considering I haven't started it, but maybe for her birthday next year. I bought this from Little Robin, slightly spooky. I love these, they're so cute. Little pillows. I had to get that. Then she didn't have the models for these, but I might have even bought this when I was in New Orleans, but hey, no sir, do not chew that. Sorry. What do you have? What is that? What is that? I don't even know what that is. Things you take out of a dog's mouth. But from Dirty Annie, City of the Dead, this is a graveyard in New Orleans. It looks just like, so I got this for Nicole. I don't really know if she's gonna want this. I should check with her because, I mean, her family's burial is in things like this. So maybe that's morose to people who live from New Orleans. I don't know. I'll have to check. Like, but from a Yankee, I think that's so unique, but maybe that's kind of gross. I don't know. Let me see what she thinks. And then I got this, Morticia's Second Line. So these are the skeletons doing the second line parade, the band that they all do. And I know she'll love this. So this is super fun. And then I could not resist this, also from Little Robin, Halloween Greetings. Now, I swear to God, I could have designed this 100% myself. Like, everything is my aesthetic jam. It's monochromatic, it's vintage Halloween. It is just perfect. So I may be starting this soon because I also bought this fabric, which is perfect for it. Leslie from Under the Sea sent some 20 count Aida, and of course it's gonna stay with me, but isn't that perfect? And I grabbed, this is Cottage Garden Threads Felix, so duh, I'm all ready to go right there. So I'm gonna start this soon. So if anybody else wants to start this with me, let me know and we'll do a sal. And then the other thing I purchased at the retreat is another another 20 count Aida from Under the Sea. This one's called Green Tea. Oh, and that rusty colored one is called Aztec, sorry. I also lost my reading glasses somewhere, so I'm doing a lot of take my glasses off and squinting, so sorry about that. They're probably in a project bag somewhere, but I need to go to the eye doctor anyway. So those were all my purchases at the retreat. That's what I've been stitching on. To recap, if you want to purchase any of the pins or the calendars for the fundraiser for Philly Paws, please reach out. My little information will be in the drop down below. I am working on the next quarterly club mailing. If you would like to join that, also send me an email. That one is a new needle minder that I designed, a sticker pack, and then some other mystery stitchy goodness that comes with it. So I'm sorry I've been MIA for so long. I've been super busy with just family things. Walker has gone on 2 college visits and he made his selection, but until like we get that official letter back, I'm not gonna like publicly say it, but he had 2 Division I dive scholarships to choose from, so he was very lucky in that department. And I just am superstitious, so I want to wait till he signs on the dotted line and all of our ducks are in a row before I talk about it publicly. And I guess that's it, you know. I'm plugging away. If reach out to me. And one more thing. My friend Jen, who also donated candles to everybody, is opening a new needlework store in Dover, Delaware in like the next like week or 2. She's going to be opening. It's called Floss and Flame. I know she has an Instagram for it. Go and follow that. And my next FlossTube will probably be filmed at her store, and I'll give you guys a tour of everything. She makes amazing candles that smell so good. That's the flame part, and the floss part is it's going to be a needlework store. So super exciting. I'm so happy for Jen, and go check her out. And in like 2 weeks or so, I think she's going to have her grand opening, and I am going to film a FlossTube video or tour there for you guys too, so all of you from a distance can see how cool it is. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and stay tuned for the little montage of pictures from the retreat weekend. I'm terrible at taking pictures, so I always forget until it's too late. So I don't have a ton, but enjoy. Thank you.